All right, so we're talking about Barbie. Growing up, Barbie was very influential in my toy box because, living with my parents and going to school, you weren't really cool if you didn't have any Barbies. Not so much it was Barbie's body and what she had. You just had to have some Barbies, and not the ones that you get from Family Dollar. Those are okay, but you needed the Mattel Barbie.
Anything against Barbie per se. I know there's a lot of feelings about that she doesn't necessarily represent African American women, but I think she is what she is. She's a toy, and I look at her and it brings back memories of childhood and nothing.
I think that Barbie somewhat does influence women. I don't think it does as much because Barbie is not actual. I can't think of what the word is. Person.
Do you think Barbie emulates a good image for women?
I think Barbie gives girls a fake, image of how women should be. They try to grow up to be perfect in their hair and what they wear and their looks, and that could cause someone to be either very conceited or have low self-esteem.
I believe Barbie is vain.
Why do you?
So I guess that it would affect some people's perception of how they should look. But I think you have to be an awfully influential, naive person.
What I like about Barbie is that though she was not, she didn't resemble me physically. She didn't have the hips, nor did she have the lips. But she did have a sense of independence about herself. Whatever was going on in mainstream society, Barbie was always there. And what I like now is that Barbie is now a doctor. She's now a police officer, or maybe I just had the police officer uniform. Ooh, not quite sure. But I think her impact has evolved as society has evolved. Barbie's always been a trendsetter, and she's always been the face of little girls. And for me, I appreciated her because I was a tomboy. So Barbie balanced me out.
And I think people try to say Barbie is all wrong because of the size and shape, but I think it's up to the parents and the people to tell little girls not to think like they have to have a Barbie body.
How did you feel about Barbie growing up?
Well, I wasn't really actually very interested in Barbie dolls.
Well, I mean, I played with Barbies, I don't know, I guess pretty regularly whenever I was growing up.
I kind of played with Barbie because I wanted my action figures to have a date.
Yeah, sometimes my big sister had Barbies and I didn't have enough action figures, so when times were hard, we had to make do. I had to make these Barbies fight each other, Make some of them be like The Rock, another one be Stone Cold. They go at it, you know what I'm saying? So it's my experience with the Barbie dolls.
I was always really embarrassed to have to, because they didn't have any Ken dolls at the time. So Barbie had this little cat, and so sometimes I would, be the cat when we would play Barbie.
I never once used Barbie or even touched her unless I was picking her up off the floor for my little sister.
How do you feel about Barbie now?
I still love Barbie. I think Barbie is a wonderful doll to play with.
I feel that Barbie is a commercialized stereotype of what a woman should look like, and it influences women to look like that, therefore messing up their image themselves.
How do you feel about Barbie now?
I believe Barbie now, she doesn't really influence me anymore because I don't play with her as much. But I do believe that she's getting a little bit risque now because she's wearing a lot of makeup, and a lot of short, risque clothes. And young girls look at Barbie as a way to dress. When she's all in her case, young girls try to dress like that. So she's really demeaning herself. So Barbie has come a long way with me.
I didn't look to Barbie for those aspirations or as a role model. I had women in my life that I could look up to.
Though she gets thrown under the bus, even the Barbie bus, just about her figure and does she really recognize women, I think it's more so that we need to make sure that we're teaching our young girls the balance of Barbie and where she's come, what she's doing now, and what she has the potential to do. So I appreciate you, Barbie.